Alrighty, so I don't want to beat around the bush here. You see the title, you know what I'm going to talk about. So, as to not waste any more time than people already have on these videos, I'm going to get right into things, but I do want to preface this with a statement that I am discouraging any form of attack towards any creator, developer, and or viewer in this situation. No one deserves to be harassed at all, let alone as much as me, the devs, or the Discord have. So to people watching this against Blue Drake or his viewers, I am telling you to leave everyone alone. So, now we've got that out of the way, let me get into what I actually want to talk about today. Starting out, I want to address a few things to do with Blue Drake's video, before we even get into all the copyright assets and everything else. I want to call you out straight up right now, Blue Drake. Yeah, you! Specifically, you, your name, you. I'm calling you out, motherfucker, for using this situation as a catalyst for sympathy. You started your video asking for people to donate to a GoFundMe for your developer friend's twin brother, who sadly passed away. Now, I didn't know the guy, nor his brother, and I am genuinely sorry to hear about what happened, and I do hope his family get through this tough time. Now, in and of itself, this is a fine thing to do. An honourable thing, in fact, I would say. But you didn't make it its own video, or its own thing, did you, Blue Drake? No, instead you decided it was a great idea to attach that said GoFundMe to your own video about a matter that has nothing at all to do with it. I don't know about anyone watching, but personally I find it downright deplorable and truly disgusting to think that you can use your video slating Venator and Siba Games to raise money for your friend's GoFundMe. Honestly, kinda makes me sick. Also knowing that you think it's a completely fine thing to do that. But you don't only promote this GoFundMe in the video, no. You take the one phrase that the community had to use upon the waves upon waves of trolls and fanboys coming to the Discord to spam asset thieves or go make a real game. Our community during the fallout of the first video you made had used the words hold the line as an inside joke and as a way to troll the trolls back. And instead you turned it into a t-shirt and sold it to mock us and take money from your fans to fund your fucking legal fees. You're a joke, Blue Drake. Honestly, a fucking joke. But anyway, let me calm down a little bit. Enough about how I personally feel about your decisions, and on to the real meat of this video. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Just like you, Blue Drake. Except I think I can take it even a little bit further than you did. Let's start with a friend of you and Big Fry's, known as Player 2. I think the guy's great. I've watched his videos for a while, and actually nothing against him as of this moment. But I can't ignore an elephant that big in the room, can I? Listen, I found the game through Player 2. And why did I find it through Player 2, I hear you ask, Blue Drake? Because he had accepted a $650 payment from Siba to make a sponsored video, back in about early November. And he did make said video. But it was funny because as soon as you made your first video, his one seemed to disappear. I can only expect he was told to do so by you and Big Fry. Find it hilarious though that you talk about money and how much Siba made from your assets, but prior to Player 2's video, no one had really even bought the game yet. In fact, I think Player 2 was one of the first people in the game. So your quote-unquote friend that took money from Siba isn't in trouble? If he's such a friend of yours, why didn't he just refund the money he made from Siba? That's dirty money, remember? They're profiting off of you, aren't they, Blue Drake? Just something interesting I wanted to start with, as it was one of your friends that even, got me into the game. But let's carry on moving through the timeline. I want to go in order like you did. So let's start with your claim about how you went asking Siba and the deadlines you gave them. In your video, you showed an email that states that you gave them 48 hours to respond and remove all assets. You then show their email back to you, which you twist to make out like they are bribing you, when in fact they told you clearly, and you can see in the email, that a 24 to 48 hour time limit is outrageous, which it 100% is, and they wanted to come to a solution with you, which could be economic or collaborative. Where does it state they will give you money to shut the fuck up? And then you say they got mad, which they did, only after you were rude and not wanting to solve things out of the public eye. Also, given the programmer is literally one dude doing everything alone, I think issuing a 48-hour deadline is kinda nuts, but anyway, in this first email you showed that you were quite chill, and in response Momi over at Siba emailed you back also in a very chill manner. The devs are Italian by the way and struggle with English. I know this as I've had calls with them personally, And if you go do a little research, and there's a dude here on YouTube named the Dead Wizard. He done an interview with the developers, and you can go and watch his video, where he even needed a translator with him just to make sure things were done right. But back to your handling of this. As I said in your first email, Blue Drake, you started out by asking them to remove the assets in an unfair time frame, and asking to talk. Then you uploaded your first video showing basically all the same shit you have shown in this one. Same screenshots, same emails, the only new thing you've shown is your cease and desist because that's from the 20th of December. More on that later though. When they responded, asking how they could solve this and understand things properly, you instead told them to shut it down and they had 24 hours now. They took this as a threat, and yeah, they became hostile. To be honest, I don't blame them. If someone messaged me and I couldn't understand their language fully, I'd have also thought that this is a threat. I am awaiting your compliance. What the fuck is this, dude? What is this, Black Mirror? The devs not understanding YouTube or anything to do with social media told Blue Drake that they would hit his and Big Five's video with a copyright strike. Now, I was unaware of any of this, and I was sleeping at the time, but upon waking up the next day and seeing the shitstorm, I assure you I promptly messaged the devs telling them that it was a mistake to copyright strike anyone in this situation. Opinions are just that, and people are entitled to them, so regardless of what they say, you cannot copyright strike people. They took in what I said, and they went back on it all and tried to email again. You replied with a big, "Fuck you, 48 hours is up, bitch," and then to your audience went silent. You at no point gave people that are around 7+ hours in front of you in time zone, you didn't give them any chance to do shit, did you? One fucking dude programs this game, and you expect it to all be done in 48 hours? As I said, fucking joke. But right, let's keep it moving, and I want to get on to some of the other points that you made. In your video, you showed my comment. Clearly, you showed this specific one to paint the narrative that I'm some arsehole, because many times before this, I'd said the same exact thing without the fuck you, but that's besides the point. And your exact words here that you use are, "They have taken this as an opportunity to make multiple statements that the situation has been resolved and we have dropped all the charges." When you know that simply isn't fucking true. Anyone can join our Discord now and see the amount of times in the past couple months that I have told people this is between Siba and Blue Drake to deal with behind closed doors. But of course that doesn't fit your narrative, does it, dude? So you just make out like we just told yet another lie to cover your own lie. You didn't expect anyone to call you out on this shit, I think. I believe you thought you were Mr. Big Boss Dog and everyone would just follow what you say because you have 1 million subscribers and a game on Steam. But back to the topic, yes, we are aware that you still seek to fight this. And the game is still up. Not only is the game still up, the devs just informed me as I'm making this video that they're actually going to make the game entirely free for everyone to come in and try out themselves and come and see that the things have changed and everything is now different to what Blue Drake actually says. So I think that kind of shows that we are confident in our side of things. Not that we just brushed it under the carpet like you say, but instead the devs decided to try and do this like adults, privately, and not through social media to moan about it like a spoiled little TikToker. You also state that you were banned during all of this, when in fact, as you can see here, you were actually banned on the 21st of December, dude. Literally a fucking month ago from this video being uploaded. Not during everything, but after the fact. You can also see here that his account wasn't just removed, as he states, it was in fact refunded. I don't know what you count as slander, but outright lying is a bold move, man. Really is, considering all the info is right there for everyone to fucking see. Again, just makes me think you seriously have a god complex over this. Now we move into this cease and desist that he shows in his video. And I have to say, this shit made me laugh a bit. Operation Harsh Doorstep has seen over 1 million unique downloads and has had 6,000 daily active shut the fuck up, dude. No, it hasn't. You know SteamDB is there, right? Like, anyone can look the game up and see that before any of this, you were pulling 200 to 400 a day. And after this, you pull max 600 to 800 a day. I don't doubt that you've probably had 1 million unique downloads, but a bunch of 13-year-olds downloading your game because it's free to play and then deleting it 5 minutes later doesn't really count, does it, man? I haven't played it personally, but I have heard from around 10 plus people that have, and let's say they weren't too receptive of it. But that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to point out that you state yet another little lie just to bend the truth in your favour. Let's go into this document a little more though, just to see the part where you talk about deadlines yet again. So I've asked the devs to try and find any email where you sent this cease and desist, and they've assured me that it's nowhere to be found. They did let me know it may have been deleted en masse when they were inundated with emails from your fans, but don't worry, I'm going to get into a few of those later. The cease and desist you sent that is in your video is from the 20th of December. But from that cease and desist, you gave the devs 10 days to remove all the assets, correct? So if we assume the email was sent by your legal team to Siba on the 20th, the same day that it was made up, that would mean the final deadline as outlined by you and your own legal team. Also, just love how it gets changed constantly as well, gotta laugh at that. But the final deadline would have been on the 30th of December now, correct? Okay, so with that info, now we can go back to your video. You mentioned the post that Siba had made on the website about the assets being removed. Alright, I'm gonna break this down. You showed a post made on the 27th of November, but what you didn't show is the bottom of that post. As you can see here, I have the rest of the post, and you can see it says clearly that one of the 4 maps is done, with the rest to be sorted out. That didn't mean the update was deployed and all the assets were gone, you absolute mouth breather. It meant that the one dude you had whipped into action with your deadlines worked for days on end with no sleep to get this done. But you just came back to lie to people yet again because you think no one's going to fight you on your bullshit baseless arguments, and your cronies will follow you into the grave. Back to the post, again, made on the 27th, and I can show you here that the update was done and uploaded to the game on the 3rd of December. I'm not sure if you can do math correct, Blue Drake, because your numbers really seem all over the place considering you inflate things with zeros. But the 27th to the 3rd is 6 days, my dude. Oh, and the 1st, 2nd and 3rd were Friday, Saturday and Sunday, meaning this dude worked through the weekend just to fix this issue. Going back to your cease and desist, that was sent on the 20th of December. By my math, that's a whole 2 weeks and 3 days before you even set a 10-day deadline. Another lie to fit your narrative. Wow, didn't expect that one. So, alright, we're getting the theme here. I could go on and on through more of these lies, but I think I've proved my point. What BD says and shows, and what he doesn't show, are very, very different things. It's one thing to try and sort this out, and it's also one thing when you get upset over something like this, and a bit hostile, like the devs and Blue Drake did at points. But then to outright lie to your fan base, and drag not only Siba's name, but my name through the dirt. Oh motherfucker, now it's personal. I was going to sit back and let the developers handle this one. Then I opened up my YouTube, and guess what I found? Yep, what you are seeing is indeed reality. I know he said it in his video that he was going to come for people, but before I'd even seen it, I had not 1, not 2, but yes 3 of my videos taken down by Blue Drake's law firm, Morrison Cooper. This means he actively asked them to come down on me, because for some reason he thinks me being a community manager and being affiliated with Siba must mean that I earn money from them. I can tell you right now, hand on heart, that I have never taken money from Siba for a video, for positivity, or from my creator code. Only video they have ever sponsored, funnily enough, was your friend Player 2's. See, the initial plan for the creator program was to reward VIPs with collaborative opportunities and promotion of each other. It was a you scratch our backs and we'll scratch yours mentality. We'd get free copies of the game to give away, we got our discount codes, and we made some content for a game we liked. That was it. But Blue Drake really seems to have a hard-on thinking that we must be paid actors, because otherwise, who would like this game? I could see him sitting there at his PC like, who the fuck would buy and play that game? Mine's free to play, and theirs is just an asset flip. It's literally, he just sounds like a Redditor dude in my head. That's how this whole video just came across to me, to be honest. A Redditor trying to white knight for his favourite creator. But instead of them doing it for the creator, it is the fucking creator. Joke comes to mind again. That's all I think when I see this face. Fucking joke. But picking on small YouTubers to put your point across. Yeah, dude, we get it. You're a big tough man with your near on million subs. Most of your videos do like 50k unless there's drama or an update in your game, but that's neither here nor there, is it? You just copy strike someone with 150 subs, and you know exactly what that does to a channel like mine. You're in your 30s, Blue Drake. You may have watched YouTube for as long as I have, but personally, I've been on this website for well over 13 years now, actively every single week. I've had multiple accounts, uploaded tons of different types of content, and this channel, my BrainDead one, was supposed to be the one I actually wanted to truly grow. I had troubles over the years in my personal life, meaning I couldn't make content like I wanted to. But I found a game that not only got me making content and enjoying it again, but actually for the first time made me see actual growth. In a short time I went from 88 subs and max 400 views on a video to 10k plus and over 150 subs. I'm sure BD remembers when he hit 100 subs and what that actually meant, but I think clearly it's been so long that he's forgotten. I also want to get a bit more into these claims and show another little lie in his complex web of bullshittery. He claims that when I uploaded these videos, the assets were still in the game and so it's copyright. Okay, that's not a claim. Yeah, you're right, Blue Drake. The ones that you actually attack and took down did in fact have your assets, so whatever. Have 3 of my videos. I don't care about the video specifically. What I do care about though, again, is this fucking bullshit narrative that you paint to your viewers. As I showed earlier in the video, the assets were removed on the 3rd of December completely. So wouldn't it make sense that footage uploaded on the 21st, 23rd and 25th of November all had the fucking assets in, you twat muffin? But as I said, dude, it's cool. Take 2 of the biggest videos on my channel, I don't care about them. As I said, now it's the lies more than anything that have me pissed. I would leave it there and let you gather your thoughts for a clapback that I know is probably coming. And trust me, I can't wait for. But wait, there's more! Because it's not just us in this situation, is it, Drakey boy? No, it's also your loyal fan base that are now involved. I don't even want to read this out loud. I want you to sit there and read it. Not once. Not just a quick scan. No, do it again, Blue Drake. Come on, really read it. Viewers, read it as well. This is a fan of Blue Drake's sending death threats to Siba. Now tell me, in any one of your videos, did you tell your community to not attack any other creator or developer? Like I did at the start of this video with a little disclaimer. Because as someone with nearly 1 million subs, and who knows YouTube so well, you'd think that you'd know how to put a disclaimer like that in your video. But you didn't. Not in the first or the second. So now I ask the viewer, not Blue Drake or his posse, but the average viewer watching this now. Has anything I have said in this whole video seemed wrong or malicious to the point that you would want to fly overseas to kill someone? And this is only one of many messages. The devs have had to delete emails en masse because they get so much stuff like this. Now, back to you, big guy. I'm going to finish this out with a sincere, from me to you, go and fuck yourself. Towards the end of your video, you made a comment to the effect of, if you done this to anyone else, you may have gotten away with it. But you made one mistake, but you done this to me. Like, fuck, dude, you really are a Redditor. You ain't no fucking Scarface, man. You're a white dude from Kentucky. Just because you own a gun and play shooter games does not make you a badass. You know what you actually are, mate? I'm going to give you some London slang here, alright? Free of charge, because I know you must be broke asking your fans to support your legal fees. You're a fucking waste man, a neek. You're a washed youth. You're clapped. You're butters, cuz. But that's just my personal opinion. I also just want to quickly state that everything I've put in this video is already public or is 100% factual. So none of this video is slander, and I didn't even show Venator gameplay on purpose so that I can't get copy striked in case you try to bury this video. Now, I just want to have an ending note of positivity, because I've been slating Blue Drake a little bit through this. I'm a little bit upset. As I said, it's personal, but my opinions are my opinions and they're not shared by Siba Games. So no need to go attacking them or even attacking me. These are my views and I'm welcome to them. Blue Drake's welcome to his. You are welcome to yours. Doesn't mean that you need to come and personally attack me though, through Discord or whatever. But anyway, my name's been BrainDead and I'm sure I'll see you soon enough. Peace out.